So now some examples using the exponent rules. The directions are: use the properties of exponents to simplify each expression. Write with positive exponents. So our final answer shouldn't have any negative exponents in it, and if it does, we should rewrite it so that it involves only positive exponents. First example, 29 to the 4/3 power times 29 to the negative 1/3 power. Okay, this would be 29 to the 4/3 plus negative 1/3 power, because of that rule that says we add the exponents. So when we add 4/3 plus negative 1/3, we get 3/3. So now we're at 29 to the 3/3 power. But 3/3 would just be 1. So what we really have here is 29 to the 1 power, which is just 29. Next example, what's x to the 1/5 power times x to the 9/5 power? Again, we add the exponents. So this is x to the 1/5 plus 9/5, which is x to the 10/5 power. But 10/5, 10 over 5, is really just 2. So this is x to the 2 power, x squared. Next example, a to the 2/3 over a to the 1/6. Now in this kind of situation, we would subtract the exponents. This would be equal to a to the 2/3 minus 1/6 power. Now to subtract fractions, we need a common denominator. So we can rewrite 2 over 3 as 4 over 6. And then 4/6 minus 1/6 equals 3/6. So now we got a to the 3 over 6. In lowest terms, 3 over 6 would be 1 over 2. So that's a to the 1/2 power. How about this? W to the 3 to the 1/7 times w to the negative 4/7. First, w to the 3 to the 1/7 would be w to the 3 times 1/7, which would be 3/7. So now we have w to the 3/7 times w to the negative 4/7. Now we add the exponents and get w to the negative 1/7. But remember, it said write with positive exponents. So we don't want to leave it as w to the negative 1/7. We want to write it as 1 over w to the positive 1/7. So our final answer here is 1 over w to the 1/7 power. For this next example, the directions say use rational exponents to simplify each radical. Assume that all variables represent positive numbers. So the 10th root of x to the 5th power would be x to the 5 over 10 power. The kind of root, the index on the radical, is the denominator of the fractional exponent. So this is x to the 5 over 10 power. But 5 over 10 in lowest terms simplifies to 1 over 2. So this is x to the 1/2 power. And then in radical form, x to the 1/2 power is the square root of x. How about the 4th root of y to the 24th power? How would you write that as just y to some rational exponent? It would be y to the what over what power? Well, it would be y to the 24 over 4 power. But what is 24 over 4? It's 6. So we end up with y to the 6th power.